Hey everybody, welcome back to Brainiac Baseball's 1983 Detroit Tigers season replay. Today's matchup is between the Detroit Tigers and the Baltimore Orioles at Memorial Stadium. On the mound for Detroit is Jack Morris, whose record is 5-1 with a .330 ERA. And pitching for the Orioles today is Scott McGregor, whose record is 3-3 with a 4.69 ERA. So, for the first time all season, we've lost 2 in a row. In fact, we've only put up 2 runs in the first 2 games of the series. So our bats have gone cold. It's a little bit frustrating, but our pitchers, our 4th and 5th starters, gave up 5 runs in the 2 games. So, ultimately, I feel like we're still on the right track. We did lose our first game yesterday versus a lefty. That was Randy Jones, who pitched pretty well. Certainly good enough to get the win. And, we have to wrap up the series with a victory before we go to Yankee Stadium and face the Yankees. It's not going to get any easier against that pitching staff. So we face Scott McGregor today, the left-hander, who is going to be facing off against our Jack Morris. Let's go ahead and get today's game started. As always, I appreciate everyone following along. Like and or subscribe to the channel. Jack Morris, he's had 2 really great starts in a row. Looks like the current Oriole lineup is batting .310 against him. That's 122 plate appearances. All of the bullpen is available for today's game. And Scott McGregor, again, is a lefty. So we've got the lineup mixed up a little bit today. We're going to sit Lemon. He is really struggling. We're going to put Rickey in center and let Gibby bat versus a left-hander and have him in left field. So that is the plan. Let's go ahead and do the official Tiger lineup rundown. Batting leadoff, playing second base, is Sweet Lou Whitaker. Batting second, playing center field, is Rickey Henderson. Batting third in right field is Glenn Wilson. Batting cleanup, playing third base, is Mickey Hatcher. Batting fifth, playing first base, is Eddie Murray. Batting sixth in left field is Kirk Gibson. Batting seventh and DHing is Andre Dawson. And batting eighth, playing shortstop, is Alan Trammell. Finally, batting ninth and catching today is Lance Parrish. Let's take a look at Scott McGregor. I think we featured him once before. Just to mention a couple of things. He was a first-round draft pick from the New York Yankees, traded over to the Orioles in 1976. Part of that deal was Tippy Martinez and Rick Dempsey, so all 3 of them played a big part in the 1983 World Series win for the Orioles. In 1983, Scott McGregor went 18-7 in real life with a .318 ERA. He finished 6th in the Cy Young voting, and what was probably always so surprising to me is that he only had 86 strikeouts that year in 260 innings pitched. You can even see here, based on his past record, he never broke 100 until last year's Sim season in strikeouts. So kind of remarkable there. He's 3-3 with a .469 ERA, making his 7th start of the year. 20 Ks. Opponents are batting .297. He is a soft tosser. He gives up a lot of hits. His fastball tops out at 88 miles an hour, but that's definitely not his best pitch. That's his curveball. It's rated an 84. He's got a fastball and a changeup that he mixes in. Overall rated an 84. And this guy goes to free agency at the end of the season. He will be 30 years old at the start of next year. And the Orioles, who are definitely struggling with their finances, probably will not sign him. I guess it depends if they manage to finish in the positive for the profit this year. Take a look at the defensive alignment for the Orioles today. It looks like everybody is in the same position. Let's get the game started. Here is Sweet Lou leading off against Scott McGregor. Loop. Ground ball to second. Kenchicki throws him out. I should do the whole game in the voice of Fat Bastard. Or what's the Mike Myers character from Stay Alive? If it's not Scottish, it's crap. I should be doing that the whole game. Rickey Henderson walks. There we go. We got a guy on. So it's Smith, and his arm is an 84. 74% chance. You know, I really want to get on top today. We've been struggling. Let's get a run on the board. Henderson has been so good at stealing. We're going to send him here. And he is successful stealing second base. Henderson, that's number 22, leading the American League. I'm getting more and more confident in sending him. Runner on first. I'm sorry, on second with one down. Here's Glenn Wilson. Wilson goes to first, moving the runner over. So Henderson's 90 feet away. Opportunity here for Hatcher. This is where we've been so good all year, just coming through in moments like this. And we have not done that at all in this series. And Hatcher keeps the streak alive. Ground ball to third, and that'll do it. We go to the bottom of the first. Here is the Orioles lineup rundown for today's ball game. Batting leadoff in left field is Alan Bannister. Batting second at second base is Wayne Kenchicki. Batting third and DHing is Greg Luzinski. Batting cleanup playing first base is Jim Traber. Batting fifth at third base is John Castino. Batting sixth playing shortstop is Robin Yount. Batting seventh in right field is Ken Singleton. Batting eighth and catching is Ray Smith. And batting ninth in center field is Rick Manning. Okay, let's take a look at Jack. You don't know Jack until you looked at his log. Look at this. Complete game shutout, 10 Ks. Versus the last place White Sox. That got him to 5-1 on the year. It's been a pretty good start. He's just had that one blemish against Cleveland, who beat him up pretty good. This is his seventh start on the year. He's 5-1 with that 3.30 ERA. 35 Ks in 43 innings pitched. Opponents are batting .212 against him. He's got that complete game shutout, which you already know. His fastball tops out at 95 miles an hour. It's an average ground ball pitcher, 44%. His splitter is his best pitch, rated 93. He's got a fastball that's an 88 and a slider that's 80. So 3 pitches above average. His changeup, he mixes in occasionally. Overall rated an 85. He's 27 years old. He goes to free agency next season. Here's the Tigers' defensive alignment for today's game. Gold Glovers at first, second, and in center field. Gibby out there in left field, not the best defender. And Alan Bannister leading off against Jack Morris. Morris strikes him out. Comes out firing bullets. 3 straight strikes. Wayne Kenchicki up next. Oh, and an infield single to Lou. So Kenchicki's on. First hit of the ball game. Parrish behind the plate. Kenchicki holds and Luzinski strikes out. I was going to mention that Parrish, despite having one of his best defensive seasons, his arm has decreased and went down 1. It's now rated an 83, but if you look at his fielding, holy cow, he's only got 1 error in 26 starts. He had 17 last year, his worst season defensively. I mean, this is more like Lance Parrish defensively. In fact, he's thrown out 37%, which is a sim high. So he's not helping us offensively, but he's keeping all the runners at bay. 2 down, here's Jim Traber. Traber sends a fly ball to right field, and that'll do it. We go to the top of the second. We got Murray, Gibby, and Dawson due up. Here's Murray leading off against his old teammate, Scott McGregor. And there's an infield single that gets past McGregor, he took a full cut, but it went off the end of the bat and just scooted right by McGregor on the mound. So the leadoff man is on. Gibby batting .235 versus left-handers. Not as bad as in the past. You wouldn't know it as he takes strike 3. Looking. I'm okay with that. At least he didn't hit into a double play. We're going to hit and run with Dawson. Ground ball to second. We'll get Murray over. And another opportunity to drive in a run. This time it's Alan Trammell at the plate. Trammell batting .297 versus left-handers, and he pops it up. We are not taking advantage of our opportunities this series. We go to the bottom of the second inning. We've got John Castino leading off against Morris. Line drive, base hit into left field, falls in front of Gibby. Leadoff man is on. Can't imagine Castino will be going. Doesn't matter, it's a walk. First and second, nobody out. Ken Singleton is up. And he hits a slow roller to second. Cannot turn 2. The only play was to first, so everybody advances. I mean, we have to pull the infield in. We cannot afford to give up a run the way our offense is performing. I'm usually okay with giving up a run in the early stages of a ball game, but you know the way things are going for us. It's a ground ball base hit. Will that score 2? It does! And it's 2-0 Baltimore on the single from Ray Smith. Can't wait to get out of town here as Manning goes deep to center field, and it falls short. He hasn't had a home run in years either. Oh, come on, the catcher tags again. That happened in game 1. The catcher tags from first and advances to second. We got to pull the outfield in now. We cannot give up another run on a base hit. We know he's going to be running anyway with 2 down. And there's a line drive to center. Rickey makes the catch. Orioles get on the board. It is 2-0, headed to the top of the third. Here's Lance Parrish. Huge slump for this guy. He does manage to walk occasionally. And we have the leadoff man on. I mean, I'm thinking about sacrifice bunting with the left-hander Whitaker up. I feel very panicky inside. We're going to try to lay down a bunt. We don't ask this from Lou very often. He comes through with a bunt. Good job. Traber steps on first as Parrish advances. That's going to bring up Rickey. Rickey had he scored the only 2 runs. He had a 2-run home run yesterday. That's the only 2 runs of the series, and McGregor commits his 3rd walk. It's risky business here with Glenn Wilson up. He walks Wilson to load the bases for Mickey Hatcher. Now, this is exactly what we like to see with Mickey up. He's batting .356 versus left-handers, but absolutely a double play candidate. Here we go, 0-1 count, and he pops it up into foul ground behind home, well, third base, I guess, or first base. I don't know the bases anymore. Well, in these situations, Murray is a solid backup in this opportunity. He has a grand slam this year. And he pops it up. Unbelievable. This is hard to watch. We go to the bottom of the 3rd inning. Wayne Kenchicki leading off. Morris has got to be perfect the way we're hitting right now, and he walks the leadoff man. Runner on first. Here's Luzinski. Ball! Line drive, base hit up against the wall. Kenchicki coasts into third, and it's second and third with no outs. Got to pull the infield in. We need a strikeout here. A comebacker to Morris. Jamobo goes home and gets the lead runner. There we go. Good job, Morris. Keeping him off the base path. Now we have a double play situation. We will play back here. Yeah, we're going to try to turn. We're going to stay double play depth. Here we go. John Castino. Ground ball to short. That's hard hit. Can we turn two? It works. Okay. Let's have that turn the tide here. Come on, let's go. We got Gibby, Dawson, and Trammell up. Gibby struck out the first time. Here he dumps it into left center field. It will be caught. I mean, we have these terrible defensive outfielders. How are these balls not dropping in? One down, Andre Dawson. Slow roller to short. We cannot get anything going. Tram up next with a ground ball to first, and Traber steps on the bag. That'll do it. McGregor pitching a gem. We go to the bottom of the fourth inning. Here's Robin Yount. Yount 5 for 12 in his career against Jack Morris. Morris gets him to sky it on the infield, carrying to the outfield grass behind second. There's one down. Here's Kenny Singleton. He hits a ground ball to short. Two quick outs for Morris. And Smith will pop it up for the third out. Right? That's nice. We're going to the fifth inning. McGregor at 73 pitches. This is our only hope, is to get him to run his pitch count up. He's got 4 walks today. Full count there. As Parrish strikes out, no surprise. One down. Whitaker swinging on the first pitch. Gets a base hit to left, and then an error finally by the left fielder. Bannister allows Whitaker to go to second. Let's take advantage of this. One down. Whitaker on second base. Here's Rickey Henderson. Rickey goes to the right side of the infield. That'll move Whitaker over. 2 down for Glenn Wilson. 0 for 1 with a walk. And there's a base hit to right. Whitaker scores. Tigers are on the board. It's 2-1. RBI single for Wilson. Hey, his speed has gone up too. It was 70 before. I think just like yesterday's game. Here's Mickey Hatcher, and a base hit up the middle for Hatcher. Where was that when we needed it? First and second. Looks like the Tigers are finally coming around. What is this, the third time through the lineup? McGregor up to 90 pitches. Eddie Murray up. And he pounds it into the dirt. Grounding out to second base. We go to the bottom of the fifth. Number 9 hitter, Rick Manning leading off. He's 3 for 15, a couple Ks against Morris. He jams him down and in. Pops it up into the outfield grass where Whitaker makes the catch. Morris had those 2 strikeouts in the first inning and nothing since then. Bannister gets a hold of one. That's a triple up against the wall in right field. Bannister, he does not hit home runs, but he does contribute. He had 57 doubles last year, led the American League, almost had 200 hits. And that is his second triple of the season. And you know the drill. We got to bring the infield in. We cannot allow a run. 2-2 count to Kenchicki, and he strikes out. That is exactly what the doctor ordered. 2 down. Here's Greg Luzinski. And he paints the corner with that slider. That's his third best pitch. He gets Luzinski looking, and Morris digs himself out of that jam. We go to the top of the sixth, 2-1 Baltimore. Let's take a look at the in-game stats. I mean, player of the game, kind of debatable, but Wilson did drive in the only run. So I guess we would have to tip our cap to him at this point. Okay, so here's Gibby leading off. Took a chance putting Gibby in there today. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout. And he goes deep to center field. Get out, get out! Oh, it's caught at the wall by Rick Manning. Unbelievable. So close. It doesn't count though, right? We move on to Dawson. Dawson hits a grounder to second, and it's booted by Kenchicki. And they are really trying to give us every opportunity to sneak back in. We're going to hit and run with Dawson on first. We had a chance yesterday to make it a ball game. I did not steal with Dawson in the ninth inning, and that haunted me all night. Oh, no. That was a swing and a miss on a hit and run. Dawson steals second anyway. That is his second stolen base on the year. I think his first stolen base was in a missed hit and run. That's all right. Trammell's got a 0-1 count. And there's a base hit into center field. Dawson coming around third, and Trammell has himself a triple. Wow. That's an RBI triple. That is his first on the season. Baltimore is going to bring in their infield. That's a smart move. I mean, it's Lance Parrish. We're going to request a sac fly. I'm giving him the sign. He can hit it anywhere out there. Nobody's got a good arm. And he pops it up on the infield. Unbelievable how horrible he is this year. He batted .275 last year with a 730 OPS, right? Yeah, that's combined. So, yeah, just he's 200 points below what he was last year. Whitaker dumps it to left center field. Is it going to fall in? It will be caught. Man, they're playing him perfect in the outfield. We do manage to tie up the ball game, though, on the RBI triple from Trammell. We go to the bottom of the sixth inning. It's all tied up at 2. Jim Traber leading off. Traber popping it up to short. Trammell makes the catch. Next up is John Castino, and there's an infield single to first. 6 hits for the Orioles. Will he be running? I know that Yount will not lay down a bunt. I'm going to pull third base in, though. Psych him out a little bit. Ground ball to second. There you go. They go to second base, and they turn 2. Play a little freaky deaky at third base. They're going to bring in Tim Stoddard. He's a right-handed pitcher, making his 6th appearance, 1-0 with a 2.38 ERA. 6 Ks in 11 innings pitched. Opponents are batting .244 against him. Fastball tops out at 89 miles an hour. He's an average ground ball pitcher, 40%. Fastball is his best pitch, rated an 83. And he's got a slider rated as 77. Overall rated as 78. 30 years old, and he goes to arbitration. Another pitcher that Baltimore's going to have to pay. He had a good year last year, too. He's been a pretty solid reliever for the Orioles. Okay, so it's Rickey, Wilson, and Hatcher due up. There we go. Rickey base hit into center field. That is the go-ahead run on first base. Now, Wilson does not hit righties. But I don't, because we have Dawson DHing. Okay, all right. We could You know what? We're going to hit and run. Let's give Wilson a chance here. He just doesn't play that much versus right-handers. We've got Henderson on first. Ground ball to short. That'll get Henderson over at least. A go-ahead run in scoring position for Mickey Hatcher. Hatcher 1 for 3 today. And he rips it right at the shortstop. Oh, he boots it! Henderson crossed in front of him. And the shortstop, Yount, boots it. Everybody's safe. And we've got the best sac fly hitter in the game. We're asking for a sac fly. Of course, this could also potentially be a double play. And a balk! Oh, man. Come on. I'll take it because we're desperate, but they're giving us 3 errors, now they're giving us a balk to get the lead. I don't want that. Plus it gives me PTSD over my own balk. Murray pops it up. At least Gibby's going to bat versus a left-hander. This is a good chance for Gibby. And he strikes out. He swings right over the slider. Gibby 0 for 4 with 2 Ks today. Tigers do take the lead on the balk by Stoddard. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Morris at 86 pitches. Keeping him in there. Here's Singleton. He does have a home run in his career versus Morris. Morris strikes him out looking. 5 Ks for Morris. His actual nickname, I call him Jamomo, but his actual nickname is Blackjack. And I can honestly tell you, I have never, ever heard anyone call Jack Morris Blackjack. I had no idea. I looked it up on Baseball Reference as Smith grounds out to second. So I assume there's got to be some truth behind that. The left-hander Manning gets a base hit into left field. Now he could be stealing, as Morris is now over the century mark in pitches. We're going to play straight away. Bannister pops it up into shallow left field. And that'll do it. So a great job by Morris. We go to the top of the 8th inning. Tigers have scored in 3 consecutive innings. Here's Dawson. Dawson batting 284 versus right-handers. And there's his first hit of the day. Single into left field. Hit and run time. You know what time it is. When I say you know what time it is, you say hit and run time. Oh, another nut swing from Trammell, and Dawson's got 2 stolen bases in a game. I mean, this is not what he does. Okay, so he had 35 stolen bases in 1979, and he was over 20 in the 2 previous seasons. So, I guess he does have some speed. The game doesn't really signify that. Okay. Parrish, what are we going to do? We're going to pitch it for him? Let's just let him take a cut. Hey, there we go. That's a pretty good shot. I think it's going to die before the warning track. Dawson will take third. Dawson on third now for Sweet Lou. And Lou hits a lazy fly ball to right. We are going to the bottom of the 8th inning. Do I bring in a defensive replacement for Hatcher, although Hatcher will be up in next inning? We're not going to do it yet. This could be something that I regret. Also, we're going to let Morris pitch. As 2 lefties due up this inning. We'll let him face Kenchicki. There's a line out to center field. 1 down. Next up is Greg Ruzinski. The Bull batting 308 versus right-handers. He's 1 for 3, couple Ks. And a ground ball that gets past Trammell for a base hit. Okay, now we have a genuine decision to make here. I think we have to go to the bullpen and go get a lefty, and that lefty's going to be Dave Rucker. Now, Rucker, we haven't seen him in a while. He's been sitting on the bench, so this is his 14th game. I know for a while there, he was really on a pace where he was going to pitch in at least half of the ball games. 1-1, 180 ERA. He's got 12 Ks in 10 innings pitched. Opponents batting 268 against him. He's got 6 saves and a bluey. Fastball tops out at 91 miles an hour. He is a ground ball pitcher. 52% of the time, in fact. His fastball is his best pitch. Rated an 86. Overall rated an 83. Goes to arbitration next year, so we can sleep on it. Okay. This is a great double play. We got a ground ball pitcher, lefty on lefty, and some slow ass at first. Here we go. Traber popping it up on the infield. Play is made by Hatcher. I was concerned there just for a second. Okay, that's going to do it. We're going to bring in Roger Weaver. And it's time to cue up. No, I was going to say cue up the music for our closer, but we're at the Way Stadium, so we're not going to do that. You wouldn't get the entrance music in the Way Stadium. That would be fun, though. I can't wait to do that again. So anyway, you know the story about Weaver. He's pretty much lights out. He's got 5 saves, no blueies. He's going to go in for a 4-out save. And Weaver's going to have to get John Castino here. And he strikes him out. Nicely done. That couldn't have went any better for us. We go to the top of the 9th inning. Baltimore bringing in another relief pitcher. It's Luis De Leon. 7th game. He's 1-0 with a 6 ERA. 9 innings pitched. He's got 3 Ks. Not a strikeout pitcher. Opponents are batting 270 against him. 92 mile an hour fastball. He is a fly ball pitcher. Fastball's his best pitch, rated an 84. And he is making the major league minimum. Goes to arbitration next year. 24 years old. Okay. Here's Henderson leading off. The top of the 9th. Would love to get an insurance run. Henderson jacks it to left field. There's a base hit. We are going to go for 2. And Henderson always gets thrown out going for doubles, but there's something that's changed about him with his stolen bases. Taking a chance, and he is safe at second. It's like Henderson's a whole... I swear to you, you have my word. I did not manipulate Henderson's stats in any way, any of his ratings. The only person I did that for was for Morris, and giving him his splitter, which is a pitch that he actually threw. That's all I've ever done as far as manipulating stats. Okay, so Henderson at second. Glenn Wilson. We are going to pinch hit for Glenn Wilson. We will bring in Greg Brock. And then we'll put Lemon in there defensively. Okay, so here's Greg Brock. Batting .351 versus right-handers. Runner in scoring position. Nobody out. The Brockness monster drills it to center field. It gets down off the wall for a double. It is 4-2 as Henderson scores. Great job by Brock. That is his second double on the season. Brock has done a good job coming off the bench. He was an everyday player last year. And he's done a pretty darn good job. Okay, so here's Mickey Hatcher. This is why we kept him in the ball game. He goes to right field. It will be caught. Brock tags, takes third. Another opportunity here for Murray. We'll ask him for a sac fly again. He didn't get a chance to do it last time because of the balk. And that'll get it done. Good job by Murray. That'll make the score 5-2 as Greg Brock crosses the plate. Let's see if we can get Gibby in on the fun here. He walks. So Gibby gets on base. De Leon having a rough go out there on the mound. Dawson up next. Is that an infield single? Dawson gets an infield single. Okay, the route is on. I mean, they did everything to give us this game. 3 errors to balk. Sometimes it goes your way, sometimes it doesn't. And Trammell flies out to right. Okay, we go to the bottom of the 9th inning. It's 5-2 Detroit. We got a defensive change to make here. Okay, so how are we going to do this? Can Lemon play right field? Yeah, of course he can. So Lemon will play right. You don't ever see him doing that. Rickey could, but it's a better defensive situation there. And we will take out Hatcher now for Guy Solars. Okay. Looking good defensively. Weaver, he's got Yount, Singleton, and Smith. That's 6, 7, and 8 coming up. Yount 0 for 2 with a walk today. Drives it deep to center field. He had a home run yesterday. And that's just a loud out. 1 down. Here is Kenny Singleton. Singleton 0 for 3 with a K. Slow roller to short. Trammell throws him out. And it's down to Ray Smith. It's Ray. Batting .211 versus right-handers. He's got a couple RBI today. And he sends a easy fly ball to left center field. And Gibson makes the catch. Tigers get back to their winning ways. 5-2 victory. Handshakes, butt slaps, sloppy steaks. Okay. Wow, we needed that one just to feel good about ourselves going into New York, where it's going to be a tough series. Let's take a look at the standings. And we get that win, another game back on the Yankees as they take a loss. So, now, if we had lost and they had won, they could be within 1 game if they swept us at home. So, that was an important victory, to be honest. It's only May, but whatever. So, here's the Angels. They have a huge 9-game lead. Every team in the West is under 500. That is crazy. Let's take a look at the National League. Why not? 7-game winning streak for Freddie's Mets. Looking pretty good. Speed, power, good batting average. Let's take a look at the headline news. Brainiac Daily Beat. Kuntz bashes 2 home runs in the White Sox win. 2 dingers. 2 dongs. I really should somehow try to get Clay to add dong as a home run euphemism. So he anchored the offense. He had a couple home runs, 2 solo shots. Sap Randall had a hit, a steal, a home run. Kuntz went, wow, we get it. Kuntz had a good game. Moving along. Hey, we have not heard much from this guy this year. Ricardo Sainz goes 4 for 5 in a 9-4 win over Kansas City. Ricardo Sainz went 4 for 5 with a triple. Harold Reynolds went 2 for 4 with a walk and a stolen base. Dave Edler 1 for 4, and Spike Owen had 3 hits. That sounds like a lot of hits for the Seattle team. We got another one. Detroit stretches the lead to 5. Orioles batters had difficulty against Morris. He gave up 2 runs in 7 1/3. Traber went hitless. Singleton struggled. Brock got that pinch hit RBI double. That was big. Maybe he's the player of the game. Who knows? Okay, let's take a look at transactions. Any trades? Come on. Nope. Oh, shoot. Big names going down. Michael Jack Schmidt is going to miss 3 weeks for Houston. they have really fallen off since they won the World Series. And, the Astrodome is a cavern, and he has just not done well as far as home runs go. There in Houston. Okay, so he's going to miss 20 days. There is a pitcher on San Diego, Mike Coochie. Yeah, he's on the roster. He pitched 3 games, not well. He's got a broken hip. It happens a lot. Like, I mean, a broken hip is a very violent injury. How has that happened so often in this game? What are these players doing? I know they're doing a lot of coke. This is the coke 80s. I was like 12 years old and I was just doing rails. Okay, here's Glenn Brummer. He is a minor leaguer for the Cardinals, and he's going to miss 3 months. Okay, let's go ahead and pull up the box score and get out of here. Thanks for watching, guys. Like and or subscribe to the channel. We will be doing more baseball card videos very soon. I'm lining up some stuff. We're going to get started back on that this summer. I've been really slacking. Come back with a new look for our sports card pack and box breaks. We'll put a video at the end for fun. Who is the player of the game? Eddie Murray had the game-winning RBI, but I really can't give it to him. He kind of let us down twice. I think I'm going to give it to Rickey Henderson. I know Brock had that nice pinch hit, but Rickey, he went 2 for 3. He scored 2 runs. He also walked twice and stole the base. And I know Dawson had 2 stolen bases, but Rickey is just on fire, and he's now the new team leader in player of the games. Jack Morris gets the win. He goes to 6-1 on this season. Great start for him. Roger Weaver gets a 4-out save. Tim Stoddart balks in that run, and that was the go-ahead run. So, okay, that's going to do it. We're going to come back tomorrow playing the New York Yankees at Yankee Stadium. Until then, everyone, have a great night.